Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Library of O'Hara. If you are a new viewer, then here's your library card, complimentary of course. And if you're a returning viewer, let's kick it. How's everybody doing? Rotation's coming up in a month. Isn't that pretty crazy? Wow, it's to honor the time. I've been wanting to do a video like this for a while, and I think now's a great time. In my hand, I have every single common base rarity leader that I've ever pulled in my life. This is everything right here. And I think it'd be fun if we went through this stack to reminisce almost. I'll give some of my opinions on some of them. We'll go through them. And hell, by the end of the video, I will give an award to the best set class, best leader class, I guess. Basically, you're gonna see which set had the best group of leaders. Oh, and also, we are not gonna be counting structure deck leaders in this video. Why? I felt like it. So, you know what that means, right? Sorry, Kaido. That was really lame. Alright, so first up, we got OP01. So, let's see. Red Green Law. Red Green Law, actually is, I think he is probably one of the top 3 decks of OP01. I think he deserves to be in the top 3 because despite all of the time passing, Supernova, it's blurry, of course. Can we focus? There we go. Supernovas and Heart Pirates. So there's been some red Supernova support throughout the years of the game, and due to Law's really generic ability of just swapping out, characters and costs, he's always been just really good and stuff like that. And he's actually making a comeback right now in the current OP014 set thanks to the mono red law. So next card, Green Odin, mono green Odin. Mono green Odin actually was another leader that it was kind of alright. I think he's alright. I really liked the small comeback he had during EB01. Because the green Land of Wano, any green Land of Wano cards, it's gonna go really good into this leader because again he has a good generic effect. Well, it's not very generic. You have to trash Land of Wano, but I imagine with this green Odin, you're playing your deck is 90% overall. W leader. Let me fix this. Yes, I did cop out just to flex my big head. Blue Purple Croc. I love Blue Purple Croc. He's one of my favorite decks of all fucking time. And objectively, he has not been the best leader. He hasn't been the best. His leader effect is a little too generic and it's a little too vanilla-y. And drawing one is just not the best. I mean, when you play an event heavy deck and you draw into something really good, yeah. But yeah. I mean, Blue Purple Croc will always have a nice place in my heart. Purple fucking King. This deck sucks. Look, I don't have much to say for this. This deck sucked. It's unfortunate it wasn't good. I really wish this card was good because I think it has a fun leader ability. But yeah, unfortunately, King, you're not a king. Onto OPO2. I did forget to talk about the objective 2 best OPO1 decks, and it is an objective fact that I can agree to. It's Zoro and Doflamingo. These guys legit dominated for sets. This Doflamingo was already really good in OPO1, and then leave it to might have been OPO 9.5. Whenever the Doflamingo structure deck came out, whenever that came out, do the math on that. Yeah, do the math on that. This was the best. And then Zoro reigned supreme for so long. But unfortunately, it got power crept. Sorry! So for OPO2, I'm going to go best to worst. And just the objective best deck of OPO2 was... Come on. AJ, say it. Say it, AJ. See, he knows. Oh no, that's fucking Kaido. Oh my god, that was Kaido. I don't remember Whitebeard's laugh. Fucking get mad at me. Whitebeard, objectively an amazing deck. It sucks that it really fell off, because I really do think that his leader ability is still really good right now. Dude, when the structure deck came out, I wanted to build this deck. I wanted to build Whitebeard. Wanted to build him when the structure deck came out. When the structure deck came out, he already sucked. So, oh well. Next leader. Another pretty good leader. I mean, if you want to go best, next would unfortunately be Smoker. I say unfortunately because I think Smoker outshines my GOAT. Outshines my GOAT. Garp. Garp is my GOAT. And watch this editing trick. Bam! Yep, that's right. I'm flexing again. I'm gonna flex this video. Sorry! Anyway, yeah, my love for Blue Purple Crocodile is on the same level as my love for Red Black Garp, where it's my favorite character, and I'm so happy that they have a deck, especially with a big head manga head. And yeah, this deck kind of works, but it's only an off-meta deck. There are some decks that are not even off-meta level, and then there's off-meta, and then there's like standard and stuff like that. There's standard and then regional. I think this is a cute off-meta deck. I did take it to some off-meta tournaments, and some builds succeeded, some builds don't. Now on to the next one. So 2 more leaders from OPO2 that, when doing research, I know I did research, they weren't exactly like #1 meta, but they were pretty high-ranking decks, winning a couple. And it is Mono Blue Ivankov and Mono Green Kinemon. And this is my opinion. Ready? GOAT status, mid status. GOAT status, mid status. What is this effect? End of my turn, if I have 0 cards in hand, draw 2 cards. What the flip, brosif? My GOAT. And for bottom 3, it's fucking blue-green Sanji, black-purple Zephyr, and Magellan. Holy shit, I wanted Magellan to be good. I wanted Magellan to be good so bad. I wanted to play Magellan so bad. But even with the, what was it, EBO1, the EBO1 support, this deck is buns! This deck is buns. And it makes me really sad. And I wish it was a good fucking deck. But it unfortunately sucks. I think it's time for OPO3. So when it comes to OPO3, when it comes to the best decks, it's objectively these 2 decks. It's Yellow Katakuri and Blue. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, we gotta go in there. The dark and scary closet! Oh no! I don't even know if I'm allowed to be touching this thing. Wish me luck. Be careful. It does bite. But one of the objectively best decks to come out of OPO3 and a meta-changing deck decks were built around this deck. This deck even took down the might of Yellow Enel. That deck is dun 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 Mono Blue Nami. This deck is awesome. I loved playing Mono Blue Nami. She was so much fun to play, and I loved building her. I loved building different versions and iterations of her. But then one card got it banned. Call it future proofing. That's what I call it. I call it future proofing. Because when Blue Nami got banned, she stopped. She stopped being relevant. Isn't the first video on this channel? Oh no, it's not. It's on my other channel. Anyway, dude, Blue Nami fell off. Blue Nami, before she had banned, she had already fallen off. But Bandai wasn't dumb. They future-proofed the game. They banned her for future-proof, and I'll prove it to you. I believe the reason why Bandai had banned Mono Blue Nami, Bandai's a liar. They lied to us because they say how Nami was unhealthy to the meta and provided a advantage to the game that was not fair to other decks, which is completely wrong. Completely wrong. I'm telling you. It wasn't because Nami was unfair. Because Bandai knew she was going to be unfair. She would have been unfair if never banned. Because, my opinion, of these two cards. Marco and Girl promo card. These cards would have been nasty in Nami. Jeremy, why Girl promo? Why Girl promo? Why Girl promo? Why Girl promo? 2 reasons. And even though I put up 3 fingers, but ignore the pinky. Activate main effect, which was like the main attraction of the card, which was, if the fucking card could focus. If your leader is Nami, give up to 1 rested Dawn card. That's not exactly what it says, but you get the gist of it. And then the on play, draw 1, trash 1. And then Marco, for 4 Dawn, you get to draw 2 cards whenever you feel like it. I think that's a pretty good deal. And you have to trash cards from hand. Just a straight on KO. Fun fact, I don't know if anybody's been thinking this. I've been thinking this, and I've been telling people this. The new Nami leader, right? New Nami leader. The sentence in her rule set that says you can only have East Blue type cards in the deck, Bandai needs to take care of this card. They really need to take care of this leader, because if they don't, she is going to be, next month, she is going to be the first playable yet unplayable leader ever in the game. And you're like, Jeremy, what are you even talking about? You've already been spewing bullshit and we're only on the 3rd set. Well, listen, this is my video anyway. Because look what they gave her. You see that? They gave her the block 4. They gave her the 4 blocking, so post rotation this leader is going to be legal. Do you want to know how many post-rotation cards are legal for this? If you were to play this, if you were to look at it now and be like, I wonder which East Blue cards are going to be legal for Nami in the future. You ready? Let's count them. We have... Okay, first up, we got I'm Sorry I'm a Goner, EBO 1. Block 2. Nojiko. This is OPO 4, right? No. Original OPO 3, but it got printed in PRB 2, so this is safe from rotation. You. Deck Stacker Kaya. Nami Searcher. Original OPO 3 Kaya, that was reprinted in PRB 2. Ready? That was it. There's technically Logtown stage, but you're not playing that in Nami. It's just this. This is how many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 legal cards. Alright, sort of just to blow through OPO3 because I don't really have much of an opinion on this. Red Ace, good buddy of mine, played this deck, and he was really good at it, or else he's a really bad player. Either or, I think this was a really cool, fun deck where other colors get to rely on events. I found that to be really cool, and yeah. AJ, you know what's up. AJ made this deck really good, and I'm happy for him about that. And I used to think this was a bad deck, but then he made it good, and then now I think, hey, pretty good deck. I really like this deck. I really like the concept and idea of a black Big Mom Pirate package. Yeah, I remember this leader was a problem back in OPO3, but wasn't really my favorite. This is a mid deck, you know, nothing good, nothing bad. Time for OPO4. Alright, time for OPO4. And for OPO4, starting off, we got Vivi. Oh, wait, sorry, wrong Vivi card. Time for Vivi. I think Vivi is a really cool deck. I think she could have been really good. Problem was she did get power crept to like high holy hell. And also your leader not being able to attack is kind of meh and stuff like that. You know, at the time there was only, I think it was like the same set, I think, was Rebecca, right? I'm pretty sure. I like her. I think she's cool. I don't think she aged super well. Find me about that. And then next was Isho. I really liked Isho's leader ability. I thought it was a better Perona ability. Same color and same sort of style, so where you either rest or cost minus. But after doing some testing, turned out he wasn't the best deck. But I fucking love this card though. So Queen. I knew a guy who played Queen. It was really annoying. Queen's a really interesting deck because Queen either really sucks or is really awesome depending how you build it. But personally, I hate this card because it looks ugly. Alright, next is going to be OPO5, which was probably like one of the craziest sets to ever come out because it had some really meta-defining leaders. So first will be Mono Purple Luffy. This is another deck I really wanted to build, but I couldn't agree. I couldn't make up my mind on a build. So many builds, different ways to build it online. And also, Purple Luffy kind of has fallen off in this current meta state. Like, he really can't keep up. He's more of an off-meta. He's more of an unfortunate off-meta choice now, which really sucks because I've always liked Purple Luffy's leader ability. You take a life on your Rampadon. You know, it's very, you know, it reminds me of like Gear 5, almost. So this next leader, they're very important to me, I would say. It's one of the leaders I've been rocking since damn near the beginning. She was my first real like actual like deck that wasn't just bullshit that I just pieced together with a random leader that I thought was cool. Yeah, I still have the deck to this day. Still same sleeves, same cards. And it is Red Yellow Bella Betty. Red Yellow Bella Betty, I think, is a really good deck. I think she's really fun. She's also really easy and really basic. If it were up to me, I would give all of my friends Bella Betty so that they can start learning how to play the game. Bella Betty had a fun little resurgence and like a couple months ago. She was really good, and then OPO 13 came out and she went. I don't have Enel or Sakazuki on me, but I will say that they're objectively good. My opinion is that I hate them and that I've never figured out how to beat them. I've never beaten Enel. I don't know. They say like, oh, like starve it, go aggro, do this. They gave me 20 points of advice, and not a single one of them fucking worked. Even when I played Blue Nami, I somehow fumbled and didn't get good triggers. It's my luck though. So Rosinante is only good with Sugar and 8-cost Kid. When those two cards get rotated, this deck's gonna suck. They tried giving it support in EBO2, but that's on the OPO6. And quick little message for OPO6. If you are selling a red purple Uta leader for under $40, if you are selling a red purple alt art big head leader for under $40, please DM me. Please! I need this! My binder is kind of empty. Anyway, she's cool. He sucks. He sucks. She's good, but she unfortunately fell off. But she was really good. I like her. Sucks. I actually played this deck really good. I love it. Sucks. Kind of upsetting that she sucks. This card sucks. This card, unfortunately, also sucks. This deck, I loved playing this deck. And then you know what happened? They banned fucking Gecko Mori and Ice Age. So this deck died despite PRB2. And we already know how I feel about this. On to the 7-8er. Alright, y'all still with me? Good, because we hit the halfway point. OP07. OP07 was probably one of the craziest sets to ever come out. Let's start with this. Vegapunk. My buddy actually predicted Vegapunk. He said how it'd be cool if they made a Vegapunk leader, and if they did make a Vegapunk leader, it'd be cool if he didn't do anything and he just cheated out a bunch of bodies, which kind of does. So I've always respected Vegapunk, but it was never just a deck for me. Shout out to you, Lewis. Bonnie. This was a deck I actually wanted to build, but I wasn't too sure if I was really going to commit to it. And also with some PRB cards that were coming out, it was kind of expensive to build. And yeah, I've always hated this deck. I never beat it. I never figured out how to beat this thing. And but I can respect it as a top meta deck. Boa. I thought Boa was really going to pop off. I really thought Boa was going to be another meta disruptor. Turns out, she was a cute little control deck, but little did Boa know she'd make her come back. Foxy. I love Foxy. I played Foxy. I think his leader effect is so much fun, but this deck really wasn't meta contending. It was a cute little off meta deck to play, or a fun little control deck to play. I really liked it. I really liked how this deck had an Onigashima. Any deck that has its own Onigashima, I think it's a good deck. And yeah, support. This deck could be good, but it's not. It's okay. I thought that this deck was gonna be really good. This was another good one. I thought a lot of good Bello Betty support was gonna come out for it, but turns out no. This thing, despite this thing takes a ban list, and this thing's still good. Only one deck has been able to survive coming back from a ban, and it's been UP, Luffy, and Lucci. I hated this deck as well. I hate playing against it. Obviously, playing Lucci, you're gonna have fun playing Lucci, and it's the same thing with Bonnie. You're gonna have fun playing these decks, but playing against them, you want to kill your opponent. OP08. Honorable mention before we hit up OP08. Red Green Odin. Johnny, shout out to you. This is a really good, cute deck. I really liked it. It did top, actually. This deck did make some top cuts, but never was really a consistent deck when it comes to its performance. I don't have it, but I do want to talk about it. Why did they make Kyros? That leader just objectively sucks. Why did Bandai waste the fucking paper and cardboard to print that thing? I never seen one winning Kyros. I never seen Kyros player. Anyway, on to OP08. Okay, now it's really OP08 time. I really liked OP08. I think OP08 was a really fun and cute set. Starting off with Red Green Chopper, such a really cute little Chopper. Aw, he's so cute. He's so cute. He's so cute. Cute little deck, but I don't think Red Animal. I think Red Animal is really good, but you have to have a really good leader effect along with it. I don't think Chopper is a bad leader effect. I just think with the current card pool there was at the time, and still currently, this deck just wasn't strong enough to keep up. Next is Carrot. Carrot got a huge boost in the new EB. I think Carrot was at the time you had Bonnie. It's why are we playing Carrot? We have Bonnie at home. So yeah, I think it's cute, but meh. Pudding. I remember when Pudding first came out, they'd play Baby Katakuri, you would blink, and then he turned into 6-cost Katakuri. You look at your opponent's board, they have 4 Dons. You blink, they played an 8 Don character with still 4 Don, and it's like, how did we get here? But yeah, I thought Pudding was cute. Pudding again. King, my boy King. I was so excited for King because it's literally OPO7, and I'm thinking, man, they should make another purple-black leader. Purple-black leader would be really good. And then my buddy's like, dude, they're making a purple-black leader. And I'm like, really? You mean it? You mean it? And then it was fucking King. And I remember he was playtesting King. I'm like, how did King turn out? And he goes, it sucks. But hey, Animal Kingdom support, and I built the deck, and I love it because I love his leader effect. I first love Purple Black, first of all, and also I also love his leader effect. I think it's really cute. Quick intermission, PRB Sanji, amazing card, even more amazing alt leader. I really want the alt leader, but he was expensive since day one, so what are you gonna do? Alright, OPO9, and I'm too lazy to bust these out the binder, so you're just gonna have to look. Purple Black Luffy, I really thought this guy was gonna take over the meta when he first came out because it's a fucking Luffy leader. And notice how it's another Purple Black leader. Back-to-back Purple Black leaders. I thought that was pretty interesting. I thought this deck was a complete Lucci counter, and it kind of is with its +1 ability, but Lucci always like found a way. I found a way. Anyway, turns out this deck kind of flopped. And then Blackbeard, the true fucking meta king, this deck blows. Oh my goodness. And it got a structure deck? How much more support did it need? But yeah, respect, hate with a passion. And as a blue Nami player, when you get rid of my on plays, that makes me very sad. Buggy and Robin, if you have a Robin alt leader head for under $20, please DM me, I need it. Buggy, I hate promo Buggy because I play Bella Betty. Yellow Piss Kid, I thought this was like a slop leader where it's just like, this is just like a fodder bullshit just to fill the roster leader. Like, why did they make this leader? I wasn't really a big fan of it. But now that a structure deck is coming out for this thing, I am 180 degreeing, and I'm now being like, oh my god, I'm so excited! Sugar. I thought this was going to be the new Green Purple Doflamingo, and when Green Purple Doflamingo came out, dude, remember Green Purple Doflamingo? I completely forgot about that guy. So, the next leader, in my opinion, I think it was the most hyped up leader ever. I think ever. I can't think of any other leader that has been just so hyped that it's just like, people were scared. I remember people were like scared of this leader coming out. And it completely flopped. It didn't completely flop. That was me speaking before thinking. But definitely did not live up to the hype that it was supposed to. And that leader is Blue Black Usopp. This leader, when we found out that we were getting another Blue Black leader, I remember I was one of the people who were shitting themselves. People were like, damn it, another Blue Black removal based leader? We're cooked! Because you have to remember, at the time, all we had was Akainu. Yes, Rebecca was there, but Rebecca wasn't like really as good, or at least like at the time of this scaredness, it's like Blue Black Sakazuki was still banned. He was still banned, and he was still really good. So when this leader was announced, everybody was a little afraid. And but like he was good for like 5 minutes. He was good for like a set. And then, you know, oh, that's sugar. He was good for like a set, and then, you know, oh shit, okay. He was good. Blue Black Usopp was good for like a set, and then you know who came out? So for OP11, Sarah Hoshi, Vali, shout out to you, twin. This deck, I thought it was gonna be a really good deck because Neptunian decks really. I think this was the first. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. This is the first like Neptunian based deck, but this isn't the first like Merfolk or Fishman deck. I think it's really cool how she's getting a lot more support nowadays, and I find that awesome because I think she is a pretty cute deck. This thing we all Really good deck. This deck was pretty much unplayable in pre-ban, because like if the only way you're winning against this deck, if it bricked, which it didn't, then you would have a fighting chance. But I unironically think pre-ban list, this is top 5 decks of all time. Post-ban list, top 10. I think this is top 10 post-ban list. Kobe, again, this is another cute niche deck. What's up, Lewis? I think it's a cute niche little deck that got more support. I like how Bandai is giving OP11 support, because I feel like all of the leaders of OP11 got really outshined by Luffy, and they really didn't have a chance to be good, and they're now giving them a chance to be good, and I'm really happy about that. So Kobe, cool little card. Kobe again. You want to talk bullshit leaders? Why did Bandai make mono green Jinbei and gave it and kinda gave it support? I mean, they gave Fishman, they printed green Fishman and Merfolk, but it's just like, who's playing this? This is just like bullshit, dude. It's just like, what's the point of making a deck like this? What is the point of making a leader like this if it's just straight bullshit and you're not going to give it any good support? You're going to make the support mid. You're going to make it mid at best. Cards that only work within this deck. So it's not even like the cards are going to be useful in other decks. And also, why do you put this deck and this deck in the same set? Nobody's playing this. Everybody rather play this card. What else is left? Nope, just it. OPO 12. I forgot to talk about somebody from OP11. It's Purple Katakuri! I love Purple Katakuri! And I'm so happy that he's getting a structure deck. I love Purple Katakuri. I have a deck currently of Purple Katakuri. You can check the YouTube shorts for my Purple Katakuri list. But I think I need to update that video because I updated the list. But anyway, Purple Katakuri, I love this leader. I am so happy that he is getting a structure deck. Best believe I'm going to be there day one getting that. Maybe the first one in line to get that structure deck. First up in OP12 is Blue Kuzan. I love Blue Kuzan. I love Blue Kuzan. I have him built right now. I don't remember if he's the one getting a structure deck. I think he is getting a structure deck, and I'm really happy about that. I will be getting the structure decks day one. I just wish he got better support, and thank God he's getting a structure deck, so let's hope he's getting better support. Next, I think you guys can guess why I hate this fucking leader, but you kinda just have to thug it out. I really hate the Robin card. What's next? Rayleigh, dude, I thought this deck was gonna die due to rotation, but Bandai already killed it with power creep. This deck, high key, I thought this was another. And Bandai should start treating their leaders like Rosinante here, to where they don't need to treat it exactly like Rosinante, but like, you need to treat it like Rosinante to where you give it good support. You give it good support and you make it an actual deck. But it should also be an actual deck when it comes out. We shouldn't have to wait for two more sets until we actually get good support. A leader should be good within its set, and if not, the next set after. We need to stop it where we have to wait 2 to 3 sets for a leader to actually be playable. It needs to be playable 1 or 2 sets in, and then the 3rd or 4th set is when you give it extra support. So you give your players more of like a way to play the deck. You can maybe give it a control version, an aggro version, you know, focus on more life, focus on more ramp, shit like that. Okay, we're already on to the next set. Ace. I really hate that it's a 6k leader. And I don't even care about its leader ability. Its leader ability is good. It's a good ability. But being a 6k leader can be really tough for certain decks, especially like me who plays Jinbei. And if you're a deck that relies on 5k swings, then you instantly fucking lose to this. Dude, you know, it's not really the leader that pisses me off. What really pisses me off, ooh, this is a great opportunity for you to talk about shit. Dude, it's not the leader effect. You know what it is? It's the cards. Why do you give the 5 elders, not the 10 cost, all the little babies, why do you give them such a low barrier of entry? 7 cards for it to be non-removable? You get to 7 cards in 2 turns! Trash a card, draw a card, and then you stage, and then you play 2 searchers, and you're already at 10 cards in trash. Like, what's the point? Congratulations, you made it to the end. I knew you can do it. Last 2 leaders we're going to be talking about is Gecko. Oh, 3 actually, because I have Boa Hancock right here. And it's actually going to be 4 because I will be talking about Jinbei because I love Jinbei. So OP14, last set, we got this. First up is Red Law. I thought Red Law was going to be top 3. I thought the top 3 was going to be Red Law, Boa Hancock, and Mihawk. Turns out it's Doflamingo, Boa Hancock, and Mihawk. I think this Red Law, I think is actually a really cool leader, and I love leaders that change up the game and they change the physical aspects of the game. That's why I really liked Mono Blue Nami, because, and also upcoming Green Black Brook, shout out to him, they changed the game.
And also, it being a mono red deck, you would think that it would have been really good. At least me, I would have thought this deck would have been really up there. But it kind of sucks that it's fallen flat. But maybe it hasn't. Maybe it's just the other cards in the set. Alright, next is my baby of the set, and that is Blue Jinbei. I love Blue Jinbei. I love the idea of playing out little baby bodies, and then you actually make them big bodies by attaching Dawn. I think what's really cool about Jinbei is his... Okay, let me focus. Okay. Is his effect. Do you notice something missing from the leader effect? I'll give you time to think about it. Alright, time's up. If you didn't figure it out, dude, come on, keep up. Dude, it's the fact that it's missing in a once per turn blocking on his leader. So that legit means you do this whenever the fuck you want, however much you want. I think it's super cool. And I think this is a cute little game changer, because it takes an effect that like almost would be like a red effect. You would think this would be like from like a red leader dealing with Dawn attachment and power manipulation. But nope, it's blue. And now it's time for the last leader of the video. And it is none other than, drum roll please, Blue Yellow Boa. This deck isn't that scary. Everybody needs to calm down. This deck isn't that scary. The thing is, bro, just swing face and bottom deck the bodies. Oh wait! What's that? You play the color black, and your effects are KO effects? Awkward. What's that? You're blue and you play Gravity Blade to get rid of their board? What's that? You play Jozu and got rid of their board? What's that? You played Ben Beckman? You know. What's that? You played 10 Shanks and said fucking took the life anyway? So yeah, I don't think Boa is like that big. I mean, she's really annoying, especially with like the Boa Gogan sisters that attaches a Dawn. I hate that card. But yeah, I don't think Boa is that bad. I think everybody just like chill when they play her. And I think she's cool with deck, and I definitely respect her power. You've officially made it to the end. Congratulations. And now it is time to give the award for the best set class. And the winner is OP05. I am giving it to OP05. Congratulations, everybody, on winning this prestigious award. OPO5. Well, the reason why I chose OPO5, because to me, I feel like it met both the quality and quantity of really good leaders. Mind you, a set is usually 6 leaders, right? And these leaders, I'm gonna count you the leaders. So it's Yellow and L, put Yellow on the map, and Reign Supreme for sets. It kind of fell off like 2 to 3 sets ago, but now with OP15 coming out, the Sky Island support, that deck is coming back. Purple Luffy. At the time, that was the purple deck to play. You did not play any other purple deck than Purple Luffy, Mono Purple Luffy, because that was just the best deck ever. With the structure deck coming out too, it boosted it even more. And then next I'm gonna say Bello Betty. I know Bello Betty was kind of irrelevant for like the longest time, but latter half of OPO9 to OPO10, it making such a really strong impact in the meta and even topping some regionals and high events. I truly feel like Bello Betty deserves her place in the Hall of Fame. And then before I go to the arguably the top deck of that set, I'm gonna give my honorable mention, which is not blue, Black Red Sabo. He wasn't the best leader out of the set. He wasn't the best leader, but I did think he was cool, and I think he was powerful when playing against the right deck. Fuck Rosinante, hit that deck. But the number one leader from the set is obviously the one that got banned, Akainu. Akainu, it destroyed the meta. You cannot play anything against Akainu. It would just go bye bye board. Dude, does anybody remember how cracked Borsalino was? Remember when Borsalino was a $40 card base rarity? Oh, don't worry, we have that now. Shout out to Nami and Robin. Yeah. So just reflecting on some other sets, OPO3, it only had Katakuri and Lucci, only 2. And then the next set, it kinda had Yamato and Reiju. Reiju was good, but they were good for like 5 minutes. And then OPO7 was obviously top decks, still, for one of them still being good today. Bonnie and Rob Lucci coming back. What was even in OPO8? OPO9, Shanks, Blackbeard, Luffy, and Buggy. That's only 4. Fucking OPO5 still has 5. And then was OP10, Usopp, I guess. And then OP11, what the OP11, Luffy, I think. Kobe and Katakuri are kind of now, Kobe, Katakuri, and Sarahoshi are now picking up steam. But even then, when I add Luffy, it's still only 4. OPO5 with 5 relevant decks. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's episode in the Ohara Library of Ohara. If you liked this video, give it a like. If you like this channel, give it a subscribe. If you think I'm batshit crazy and I don't know what I'm talking about, don't leave it in the comments. If you think I'm awesome and all my opinions are correct, do put that in the comment section. Peace out.